Hi, my name's Melanie. I'm part of your Inspect Real Estate training and support team. Today, I'm going to be taking you through a new feature that has been launched at the end of March 2019. It is called the Weekly Summary. To access the Weekly Summary, you just can get to it via your Summary menu here under Weekly Summary, or if you're already in this main summary screen, you can access it via this Weekly Summary column in the grey grid. The weekly inspection summary has been designed to give you an overview of the properties you've got on the market and any inspections that you may or may not have scheduled for that property coming up. It's designed to give you a really just nice overview without having to click through other screens to see that data relating to that property and inspections. Please note that I've customized my screen to be what I want to look at. So I'm going to talk you through how you can change that. Under Column Chooser, you can set up what you would like to see in your view. For example, I'm recording this training video on a Tuesday, so I would like to make sure that I'm looking at what is coming ahead for Tuesday right through till next Monday. So to do that, you may need to adjust your columns. So for example, let's pretend I'm doing this on a Wednesday. Maybe I want to say, look, show me from Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Monday, and Tuesday. Okay, so just keep in mind that these are customizable for you to be maybe whatever day you're looking at the data, it's there for you to adjust. The other thing you'll notice is there are certain columns that I don't have turned on and things in a certain order. So you can adjust them, turn them on, turn them off, drop them into a different column. The other thing that is really handy is you can anchor down a column. So you can right click against where you would like to lock or freeze this table. Right click on, say, the address potentially, and what it will do is it's going to lock my screen down so that as I'm scrolling along the page, I'm not losing sight of what the address on the property is. Please note that this column setup is to your login, so it will remain as you set it up, regardless of where you go and log in on what computer, device, etc. So let's run through what this screen is going to show you. Date listed, obviously the date that you've put it on the market. So this is a bit different to being the actual vacate or available date. Address, fairly self-explanatory, who the listing agent is and who the property manager assigned might be, and the rent on the property. So all that's fairly self-explanatory. You probably don't need to do a lot with that data. Moving over here into this inspections past, future, and cancelled. Inspections past, like it says, it'll show you all the previous inspections that have happened in the past. So if you click on that number, it will give you a list of all of those inspections that have occurred previously, any tenants that might have been attending those, and you can access any of the reports to see what happened with those inspections. Inspections future, again, a self-explanatory thing. It's going to tell you the inspections you've got scheduled for the future. Again, you can click on that number. It'll tell you exactly when any tenants that might have booked in, etc. Inspections cancelled, any inspections you've had in the past that then were cancelled. Please note that these are also search grids. So if you want to focus on any inspection that has only, one inspection or less, you can actually put 1 and use the less than column, and you will see then how many inspections on properties, how many properties with 1 inspection or less scheduled for them. So that's all customizable. Now let's talk about the date section. So this will obviously update. We know that the dates will change going forward. We're going to show you from, possibly Tuesday through till Monday, depending on your column setup. So what we're telling you here, anything that is red, that is a flag to you to say that the property has no inspection times on that day. So red, no inspection times have been made available. Yellow will mean that there is an inspection time that is scheduled, however, no one has actually booked in. So you can actually click on this number and it will tell you when the inspection is booked for, who's assigned, and the fact that there are no registered tenants to come to that inspection. Green, that means we have an inspection time scheduled and we do have people actually registered to come along. When you click on that, it will tell you when the inspection's scheduled, who's doing the inspection, and who is actually booked in to come to that property. So just to recap, red, no inspection times. Yellow, inspection time booked, no tenants registered. Green, inspection time booked, tenants registered. For example, you might have 2 tenants that have booked in. So we'll tell you, that looks good. You're going out to that property and there are people who want to come and see you at that time as well. App count. App count is going to tell you the amount of applications you've received on that property while it has been listed. Please note this is not necessarily just the apps you're working on, but the actual all applications that you might have received on that listing via App Tracker while it's been on the market. So you can click on that number and it will tell you what happened with that particular or those particular applications. And just lastly, we have a column called App Approved Date. This can be used if you want to. I'm going to show you down here in the notes section what it's designed to do. So this shows you the date that that an application on a property was likely approved. You can set exactly what you want this status to be, so we know what the trigger is to count and give you that date. Every office is different as to when they classify a property as approved, or when they want to say, I've got an application and I don't want to show the property anymore. Every office is different and every state is different as to what you are allowed to do with those applications. So please make sure that if you're using this, you do set up in notes what status is relevant to your office when you want to know, look, I'm not doing inspections on that property anymore, so I have all red because I have an approved application. So please set that up first, press save, and then we will give you any dates related to that status in that right-hand corner. For example, you might be an office that keeps your property on the market until you have a signed lease. So obviously you'll have no inspection times up because you have taken money on the property, but you will have a date here that says, look, we actually approved an application on that date. So then you know that there's not a problem with the property. There's a reason it has no inspection times. So that is the weekly summary. Like it says, giving you an inspection summary for the week ahead. Easy to flag any problems that you might be having, any questions that you might want to raise with your team as to why an inspection hasn't been scheduled for a particular listing. We will give it here for you in a very brief overview. Don't forget, if you need any assistance with this or you have any other questions, please go to the help menu under Contact Us, and you're welcome to get in touch with our team. We can answer any of those questions that you might have. Thanks again for your time today, and good luck.